Ciao, I'm Enzo.
I'm Celia.
This is our channel where we show you how life is in Lucca.
And in the Tuscan hills.
I love cooking traditional food.
And we love exploring our beautiful part of the world.
So please subscribe and welcome
to Piazza Talk Lucca. We're in Tufo, a tiny village in Campania, about an hour from Naples. And here it's like stepping back in time to an Italy that no longer exists. And the great thing about going away from the coast, going away from tourist places, is that you step into an Italy that is the Italy of everybody's imagination. Today is the day of a festival here, and the lights of villages in the south of Italy, when they're doing the festivals of their saint, today it's San Michele here, they have these wonderful lights that all light up in multicolours, and there's something that really is magical. Somehow it's these coloured lights that give a joy to a village and a feeling of happiness and together and community that is so important, and brings these villages that are finding it hard to survive back to life. The band has young people playing, and they actually play rather well, and so it gives me great joy to be here. We're staying at Casa di Paola, which is a small, very simple, incredible value bed and breakfast, which has lovely clean rooms run by a delightful lady. And here you can look over this pretty valley. I'm not saying it's an architectural gem, because it's not. It was destroyed in the earthquake, many of the places. But visiting the vineyards and seeing a life that doesn't exist. It was actually rich at one time, this area, because it had sulfur mines and had an incredibly big economy that then in the 90s the last mines closed. So now only the vineyards remain, and it is quite near Avellino, which is a fairly industrial city, but Benevento is certainly a town to be discovered, a town with the most incredible Roman arch. So do come, leave the Amalfi Coast, go inside, maybe on the way to Matera, and stop in these little villages and enjoy walks in the hills and a life that no longer exists, the Italy of your imagination. San Michele, the Archangel, is the patron saint of Tufo. The festival of San Michele, the Archangel in Tufo, is a deeply felt event that traditionally takes place on May the 8th every year, coinciding with the feast day of San Michele's apparition on Mount Gargano.
Vai, mossa il fuoco!
San Michele, San Michele.
The early Christian grotto of San Michele is one of the oldest religious sites in the area. The grotto is believed to have been officially consecrated in the second half of the 17th century. It lies on the historical and religious route Via Michelica, known as the Way of St. Michael, which connects other major St. Michael sanctuaries, the most famous being Monte Sant'Angelo in Puglia. On the altar is a statue of St. Michael the Archangel. The grotto is a natural cavity which extends for about 50 meters into the rock.
Ave Maria, piena di grazia, il Signore è con te. Tu sei benedetta fra le donne.
The Opera di San Michele, a sacred drama, is the centre of the ancient festival. It depicts the battle of the Archangel and his loyal angels against Lucifer and the fallen angels, culminating in the expulsion of the rebel angels from paradise. This is a costume play performed by local volunteer actors on a two-tiered stage. The upper level represents paradise, while the lower level symbolises the Inferno, and it is performed in the main piazza next to the church of Santa Maria Assunta. The script, which is anonymous, alternates between prose, verse and song. It is rooted in a long oral tradition, although there is a written version for the preservation of the content. The roles are distributed across different generations. St. Michael is originally played by a young boy. The angels are played by young children. Devils are played by adult men, including Lucifer, Pluto, and the Infernal Emperor.
Può essere ancora divorato dai miei artigli.
In forgotten places like this, like Tufo, except of course for wine buyers, the bar is the place where you should get your information. And here, the bar is owned by somebody who's passionate about his village and the area. And so, generalmente bar owners are locals, and therefore they're the people to ask what to see and where to go.
Vabbè, quelli sono poi più belli, uno dice scherza, però quando uno poi viene naturale è tutta un'altra cosa. Però è bello pure aggiustare ogni tanto.
Da questo filmino abbiamo fatto già Florindo qua, un po' il la colazione all'italiano, semplicemente stiamo parlando così perché questa roba qui
No,
sul...
perché noi non diciamo che quando vai in un posto così.
Ciao Florindo, ci fai una pizza?
Entrate, prego, subito. Questo forno, Enzo, è stato costruito 50 anni fa. Questo è un impasto che ha 24 ore di lievitazione.
24 ore.
Posso dire che la pasta qui è fantastica.
Sì.
Perfetta.
Questa è la napoletana. Ok.
Oregano, anchovies, classico.
Oggi bisogna fare un forno come questo,
Sì.
è difficilissimo trovare un mastro che te lo fa. Questo è stato fatto 50 anni fa.
50 anni fa questo forno.
What do you think of your super pizza?
So, what's the result?
Yeah. So your pizza's got anchovies, orange tomatoes.
I think yellow tomatoes. Which is incredible. I have to confess that Tuscan pizza is just not the same. This is just the actual dough is so light, so tasty, and the filling is so full of flavor.
We were very lucky to be introduced to Angelo, owner of Cantine dell'Angelo, who kindly showed us his vineyards and invited us to come back in the future. We can't wait. I've tried to summarize Angelo's words in translation. These are samples of different sulfur ore rocks. They vary depending on the depth. This area, Torre Favale, of 1 hectare, is Tufo's oldest historical vineyard, and we make a crew here. The sulfur mines date back to around 1600. There are legends about their discovery, like somebody riding a horse, so some nuns lighting a fire and could smell sulfur. In reality, some preliminary soundings had already been made, and later, when Italy was unified, a fund was created to mine the sulfur ore. In Irpinia, they produce important crus: Greco, Aianico, Taurasi, and Fiano. This is the map. The little yellow area is where Greco is produced, and includes 8 comuni, but the tiny red strip is the center of Tufo. In our association, Vignaioli dell'Irpinia, each of us produces a specific wine. Everybody works on their own vineyards. We don't use chemicals in vineyards or in our cellars. We all work together. For our export, we are 3 companies in one. 7 to 8 years are needed from the vine to the glass to get a good wine.
In un calice
Sì.
Dalla pianta al calice ci vogliono almeno dei 7-8 anni
7-8 anni.
per vedere la prima vendemmia.
Mamma mia. Io guardo lì.
La salute?
Alla salute.
Ma dove questo? Ah, Lucca,
Non è zona vinica dove siamo noi.
C'era mangiato.
We've been given this fantastic pizza. It's called a pizza con l'erba, pizza with herbs and greens. And I don't know what kind of greens they use. Well, we got to ask. This is the pizza con erbe that Maria gave us. We actually forgot to film when we cut it. We were too hungry, but I got some left, so I can explain what it is there. So the dough is made with is a pizza dough. There's a special one that Florindo makes. It's particularly nice and light, but the inside is very interesting because they use cerfoglio, which is, I think it's called chevrolet. How do you call it? Chevrolet. And it grows wild, but you can also buy from the greengrocers there. So cerfoglio, escarole, and onions and anchovies. I think she bakes it in the wood oven there. That's why it's so good. And it is a delicious local pizza. I love it. It's a stuffed pizza, but out of this world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, leave a like and activate the notification bell. You just need a Google account and it's free. It helps our community enormously. Thank you very much.